Hi everyone, I'm Alicia, and today I'm joined by Mike from SACO AEI. Mike, how you doing today?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Yeah, of course. So in this video, you're going to be telling me about one of your partner companies, and that is SULI. So I'm going to turn it right over to you, and you can tell me a little bit about them.
Okay. Well, SULI Corporation is in China. They were established in June of 1990. They're now a publicly listed company. They focus on the flame retardant industry, agricultural chemicals, pharmaceuticals, and other intermediates for specialty chemicals. They're a fairly large company, 1,000 people, of which over 50% have undergraduate degrees. So they're a very technical group. They have production sites in several places in China, and we draw from those depending on which product we buy from them. So SULI sells to a lot of companies that you probably recognize on this chart around the world. Some of these are located in the United States, and some of them are in Asia and in Europe. We are calling on their branches in the US with the SULI products that we distribute. So they're a very credible organization, and they do business with some quite large companies. They distribute through a worldwide distribution network, both their agricultural and pharmaceutical, as well as their specialty chemical products. In North America, SACO AEI Polymers has been assigned as the distributor for their specialty additives, compounds, and master batches. SACO AEI Polymers distribution is based in Sheboygan, Wisconsin, and we are exclusive in the North American region. So there are several products that we import and sell. One of these we've sold for years, Phlamoon 102, which is a decabromodiphenylethane flame retardant. They have brominated polystyrene products under the Phlamoon 103. 108 is a melamine cyanurate. 109 is a melamine polyphosphate. 110B is a decabromodiphenylethane pellet. And then 1090A, 75 master batch, and 1090A are two new products that we're focusing on recently. They're both intumescent flame retardants that have good char properties, and they don't have the off-gassing that are typically associated with polyphosphates. The 1090A is the powder version, and the 1090A 75 master batch is in a polyolefin carrier at 75% loaded. If you're familiar with the UL94 vertical burn test, this is the key test that we're looking at for this material in polypropylene formulations. So if you take a typical flame retardant polypropylene, you take the sample that's hanging vertically, you ignite it for a period of time, and it starts to burn. It must extinguish itself and then go out and form a char within a certain amount of time with a certain thickness to pass the UL94 with a V0 rating. So this is what the polypropylene compound industry is looking for in a flame retardant polypropylene. So comparing the Phlamoon 1090A product in a typical polypropylene formulation, you see that you only need 20% loading of flame retardant to get to the V0 rating. Other non-halogen products need as high as 30% to get to that same loading, or it's the same V0 passing. The halogen flame retardants can get there but they have to have a lot higher loading. And then there's magadroxide, which is very highly loaded. The more material you put into your polypropylene, the more it affects the properties. So the goal here is to have as low a loading of flame retardant as possible and still pass the V0 test. So as you can see here, we do that very easily with Phlamoon 1090A. If you look at the other properties that I mentioned that you need to retain, it does a good job of keeping its processing performance, color stability, mechanical properties, of course, flame retardancy. And then thermal stability is what I mentioned earlier, that material that's currently on the market seems to have problems with off-gassing. Of course, phosphates tend to pick up moisture. So this product has better moisture resistance, and it doesn't lead to off-gassing, so it has better thermal stability, which is very important in processing these materials. And we're very price competitive as well, because you can put it in at lower loadings and not affect your density as much.
All right, Mike, thank you so much for telling me a little bit more about SULI. If you're just tuning into this video, there are other videos about the other SACO AEI partners, so you'll definitely want to check those out. And if you'd like to find out more in general, you can contact SACO AEI. You can call them at the number up on the screen, visit them online, and thanks so much, Mike.
Thank you.